welcome to Senior Day 2021. Right now the visual, as you can see, a little bit too hot, so what we're going to do is we're going to calm that down for now until we get more action going, and once we get into it, you'll be able to see, hopefully, everything we need. Obviously, it is very hot today, nearing 90 degrees. So, it's going to be a little bit hot. Everyone's going to be drinking a lot of water today. But other than that, I just want to welcome you guys back to some Port Jefferson baseball. My name is Gabe Zoda. And like I said, little senior day things going on. Rosen just introducing the team. So I just wanted to come on here, say welcome. I wish I could get the ceremony for you guys, but like I said, the iPad is very hot right now. So until it calms down a little bit, might not be getting a visual. Hopefully, I can get you a visual, for a little bit of this game. But until then, I just wanted to make that apparent and let you guys know kind of what was going on. So. And here we go. Starting off this game. See, very hot. So visual is going to struggle a little bit until we get things a little bit cooler here. Sorry, like I said, a little bit yesterday. Unfortunately, unable to do anything about that. I wish I can give you guys an amazing production here, but we're just gonna have to go with what we have. So, first batter for Babylon is gonna be Andrew DePalma. Once again, this is Senior Day. First pitch is gonna get DePalma to swing right through for strike number one, and Tommy starts off his Senior Day with a nice strike. The second pitch is going to throw right now. It's ready. That one's going to be a little bit low and away, so doesn't get the call on that corner spot. So count's going to be now 1-1. See, Tommy. Next pitch is going to fire in. Ooh, high and inside. Almost hits him with that two-seamer. But gets a little bit too inside, so it's going to be 3-1 now. He almost hits him on that one. That two-seam has a lot of tail on it, so definitely don't want that to happen. Next one, he gets the walk on that pitch. It was a very close call there, but he does work himself on first with that walk. Obviously not the way you want to start things if you are Tommy, but it's going to be the start that he's dealt with. We saw a little bit of a bat flip on that walk. Pretty interesting one, but thought that's going to bring up the second batter, Gavin Comboy. He's going to try and steal. Gruny's going to try and throw him out here. He's going to be safe at second. Nice throw by Gruny, just not in time. So now with a runner on second base, 1-0 count to Comboy. They're going to try and throw a bunt out, but he brings it back, and as that pitch is low for ball number 2. So a little bit of control issue yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that game against Center Rich. It was a short one for sure, but instead of lay bunt, and he's going to take it out quickly. That time he's going to get the call strike, so 2-1 count. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday against Santa Riches. Obviously, final score was 12-2, but I do have to say that the pitching control for the Royals just wasn't there at all. I mean, it really wasn't close at all. As that one's going to be bunted. It's going to be up in the air. That one's going to drop in there. I think it's going to be safe. And he stepped on the plate, so It's going to be the batter out, so the runner's going to go back to second because of him stepping on the plate. So a good way to get a first out. That's going to bring up the third batter in the order. It's going to be Tefano here. Definitely looking to start his day off strong is Tefano. Tommy looking to stop him early. Don't want to let anything from Babylon kind of start. Don't want to allow any momentum to kind of build off in the first here. His first pitch to him is going to be called for a ball. And next pitch, seems like they tried to get him to get him at second base, but the ball, they got him, but he's going to be in there safe at third now. A little bit of confusing, and throw got by the third baseman, but no damage there. He's going to stay at third is De Palma. So now runner on third base, one out here in the top of the first. Babylon already threatening to put on runs early on in this game. That one is going to be a little bit too inside for the umpire, so it's called for ball number 2. Now with the 2-0 count, Tommy's just going to step off the mound. That one's going to be lifted over to right field. It's going to be out of play, foul. Count now 2-1. So now Tommy just trying to battle back after throwing 2 early balls. The second batter in a row that we've seen with the 2-ball count. That one's going to be high outside for ball number 3, so we're not seeing that control that we really like from Tommy. Usually he's able to control his pitches, but not seeing that right here. That one's going to be fouled off again, so now 3-2 count, 3-2. Full after that foul ball from Tefano. He brought it right back to the backstop here. The 3-2 pitch. That one gets in there for strike number 3. Tefano strikes out on that really nice placed pitch. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Still runner on third base, so definitely not out of the water yet. It's going to bring up John Valinati, the cleanup hitter. Number 10. Valinati's going to be throwing on the mound today as well, so the first pitch to Valinati is going to be a called ball, so 1-0 count. Definitely don't want to have these consistent early 2-0 counts, as now he throws that one in for a high upstairs for a ball 2. So definitely don't want to continue this trend. It's not a trend that Port Jeff is going to welcome, and it's probably going to be a conversation to have. Just really focus on getting that first strike and doing it any means possible. But now another 2-0 count, third 2-0 count in a row. As that one tried to break that one off. And that one's going to be low. Now, 3-0 count, 2 outs, runner on third base. Now, obviously, first base is open, so if he does walk, it's not the end of the world. Just obviously not the most preferred option here. So he's going to get that gimme strike on the 3-0 count to bring it to 3-1. And you just hope that he can repeat on the 3-1 pitch to bring it to a full count. At that point, Tommy pretty well known to execute on those 3-2 pitches, and doesn't get the call on that pitch. And He's going to work a walk from Valinati. So second walk in this inning. So Gruny's going to go talk to his pitcher. Obviously not showing the control you'd like to see early, so a quick conversation to kind of get him back on track before anything bad happens. A little bit of conversation happening with the timeout that was called, but anyway, that's going to bring up John King, the fifth batter here, number 24. A big opportunity for him to get some offense started. It looks like Tommy, after that conversation, back on track here. First pitch strike. This is where you want to be. Definitely better than a first pitch ball. The second pitch, they're going to try and throw him out at second, and they got him at second base with the caught stealing. They tried to get two runners in scoring position, did Babylon, but Gruny using his great arm to get him out at second base to stop that plan. So it's going to do it for the top of the first. Babylon does end up stranding a runner on third base, and going to look back on that and maybe rethink things just a little bit. But for now, we're going to see how Babylon executes on the defensive end with Valinati pitching. But for the first three batters for Port Jeff here, we're going to have Filippi, Owens, and Grunfelder. Obviously, that's going to be nice to see. And the rest of the lineup goes as follows. We're going to have Tommy Yost, number 4. Addie Mullen, number 5. Evangelista, number 6. Abby Rolfe, number 7. Cipriano, number 8. And Dalia rounding out the lineup. So when we come back, we'll see what they're able to do and what Valinati's able to do on the mound. As we come back to the bottom half of the first, see that lineup's going to start with number 12, your shortstop, Luke Filippi. So we'll see how he's going to be able to start off his day. You know, not the best first inning from Tommy Yost from on the pitching side of things, but no runs come in, so he's able to survive it. Now we're going to be able to see how the Royals can use that to propel themselves on the offensive end. And first pitch to Luke Filippi is going to be high for ball number 1. Well, next pitch coming in. That one swung through and missed. Even up the count 1-1. Filippi definitely trying to start things on offense and getting on base, and he's going to do that however he's capable of doing that, whether it's a walk or a hit or anything to get the offense started. That's what you're going to see from Luke Filippi. He takes that second ball low. Next one, he's going to ground over to third. It's going to be foul. Count's going to be 2-2 now. Definitely, first batter always big, especially in the first inning. Just want to get a good start on offense. Just want to start off on the right foot here. See if he's able to do that here. 2-2 pitch coming in. He's going to foul that one off, so he stays alive. Now we're going to see the pitching battle between pitcher and batter ensue here with the 2-2 count. See who ends up coming up on top. 2-2 pitch coming in once again. That time outside, spikes it for ball number 3. So now the full count. Filippi gets ahead, but still got to be super protective, especially in the full count. Can't afford to get out. That one's going to be grounded over to the shortstop. Shortstop going to fire it over to first, and are they going to be able to make it? No, they're not going to be able to make that play. So Luke Filippi safe on first base. After that missed throw by a shortstop, but obviously Luke Filippi using his speed could have probably beaten it out anyway. So he's going to land himself. Start off the game on first base. That's going to bring up Owens, number 2. Today he's batting for Aronica, so we're not going to see him at the bottom of the order. But Owens, in a couple nice swings, he's going to loft that one over to right field. Looks like the right fielder's going to be right under it, so he's going to catch that for out number 1. But Rosen really liking the offense that he's seeing from Owens this season. Had a nice couple of clutch hits to bring in some runs in our previous games. So that's why he's slotted in. But now we're going to get our first senior of the day, James Grunfelder. Obviously, he's going to be playing next year at Hood College, and they're going to see a steal out of Filippi, but a foul. So Filippi's going to work his way back to first. Looking over at the signs, might see just another steal from Filippi. We'll see how they opt to move him. Once again, I'll say it again this inning. Sorry for the visual. A little bit too hot for the iPad. It's kind of working a little bit too hard. Give you guys the best quality it can, but the heat is not allowing that to be displayed. Now count to Grooney, going to be 1-1 now. That last pitch was a ball. He's going to steal again as Filippi. They're going to get a good throw on him this time, and he's going to be safe in there at second base with the steal. And that pitch was high on Grooney again, so he's going to be up 2-1 in this count. And now with the runner in scoring position, poor Jeff is threatening to put on runs with only 1 out in the bottom of the first. 2-1 pitch. That one's going to be lofted in there. Broke that curveball off and gets it to land in the strike zone for strike number 2. Counts even now at 2-2. Remember, this would be a huge start for momentum in this senior game, especially for one of the seniors to start it off, as that one's going to be a little bit too low. Tried to break that one off, but it bounced into the catcher's chest protector. So count, once again, 3-2. Had one with Filippi, now one with, and he's going to work himself a walk here to get runner on first, bringing up Tommy Yost, your number 4 batter for today. See what Tommy's able to do here to start off his offensive day. See if he can help himself out here. Remember, a single brings in 1. So if he's able to do that, especially with Filippi's speed. Next pitch now. Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. But Tommy waves right past it. Just misses that one. And that one probably would have brought in a run. If you saw it was really down the middle and just misses that pitch. But now count 1-1. To come back. That one's going to be lined the opposite way. That one's going to get down the line. Filippi's definitely going to score. Grooney working towards third base. Yost is going to be on second. He starts his day with a double on the offensive end to bring in the first run of the baseball game. Poor Jeff up early in this one and a chance to even put on more, but for now, up 1-0, and that's really the start you want to see from Tommy. Probably not the start you wanted to see from him and on the pitching side, but they put in one anyway. Now it's going to bring up Mullen right after, so they're really going a really top-heavy order today in this lineup, getting all of their offense in the kind of the top half is what we're seeing right now. And as that one's going to be outside, 1-1 the count. And now a single from Mullen can bring up 2 more runs and start an absolute thriller of a game in this senior game for the Royals. Next pitch, that one's going to be lifted over towards right field. It's going to be foul, but let's see if the right field is able to make the play. Not going to be able to. A little bit too far out there. So Mullen's going to be working his way back to the plate after that foul ball. Now count 1 and 2 after the foul ball. Mullen steps back onto the plate. That one's going to be fisted over, foul towards the first. Hit that one kind of right off the end. Natty working on his two-strike approach. Really been doing well with it as of late. And you want to see him continue that here. And you hear Rosen cheering him on for his two-strike approach because you see the success. You know the work that he's been putting in, and now he's going to be able to work the count to 2 and 2. So really doing a good job with 2 strikes, staying alive, not swinging at anything stupid and not giving any gifts, but at the same time, protecting the plate when it is close. And that one's going to be lifted over to center. That's probably going to bring in a run. Center fielder going to catch the ball. Gruny going to run as fast as he can towards home, and he's going to be in there for the second run of the game. Nice job by Natty for that sacrifice fly. Obviously, it's not the single that brings in 2. But it does bring in a run to make the lead now 2-0 in favor of the Royals in this first inning. And that's exactly how you want to start if you're the Royals on the offensive side of things. Really nice seeing them hit situationally here in this game. And that's going to bring up Evangelista to the plate. And that one's going to be lifted and grounded over towards the second base. He's going to be able to make the play to end the inning, but not before poor Jeff puts in 2 early runs, starts this game off, and it started with that double from your starting pitcher, Tommy Yost, an absolute rocket down the opposite field line. And then Gruny able to score from the sac fly by Mullen. Nice situational hitting all around. So we'll see if Tommy can continue his no-run outing in the second. You hope he does. And when we come back, we'll see if Babylon can punch back in this game. So, now starting off the top of the second, it's going to be King, number 24, again. Obviously, he's back up because Valinati ended up getting caught stealing to second base in that first and third situation. Gruny with a nice throw to end the inning, but that's going to bring up King. And Tommy starts the at-bat off with a nice curveball that drops in the zone. And obviously, you hear the cheers from the Port Jeff side. And now the second pitch coming in, tries to drop that curve again, and this time gets him to foul it off. It looks like he has control of the curveball in this game, which is going to be massive and vital for Tommy moving on, if he can keep that grip. See now 0-2 on King. See how he tries to finish him off and throws the pitch. Doesn't get the call on it. Gruny kind of double pumps there. Kind of expected the call, but instead of throwing it over to first for the strikeout, he's going to have to throw it back to the pitcher. Now the 1-2 count. He throws another pitch. That one inside the strike zone for strike number 3, and now he gets the call. So Gruny's able to chuck that one over to first. First out of the inning for Tommy with that strikeout. And after that horrible, honestly, I'm going to speak very honest here. After the horrible control in that first inning, second inning bounces back with that first at-bat strikeout. So looking to continue on that right here. That curveball looks really nice. Even on that pitch right there, might have missed it for ball number 1, but really nice spot. Now the second pitch drops that curveball in again, and he definitely has that pitch dialed in as gets that one to drop in there for a strike. Count now 1-1. See what he opts to throw on this attempt this time. It's going to be a little bit low. Spikes that one. Count 2-1. Definitely want to see a quick inning here, especially after putting up 2 runs. Getting a quick inning here as he tries to drop that curveball in there, but a little bit too high. 3-1 count. Now on to Goldstein. Running and walking here. Is that one? He's going to throw a high fastball. So he works himself on first with that walk. Out after striking out that first batter. Comes back with a walk, so it's going to be a runner on first. 1 out here for the number 7, Colleen. They're going to try and throw back over there to first, but just to keep him close. And the umpire just going to talk over to the Babylon side, let them know about the noise, just to kind of focus that noise towards their team and not project it to the other. And the umpire stopping it early in this game. And obviously, Portjev played against Babylon before in this season, and earlier this season, Babylon was able to take that when we were out at Babylon. They took that one at a score of 5-1. So now obviously Portjev looking for a little bit of revenge here, especially in the senior game. Definitely want to get a win for the family and friends that came down here to support the team. It's going to be high upstairs for ball number 1, but the count's going to be 1-1. On number 12 for Babylon. After Colleen's going to be Madsen and then Bender. And that's going to do it for their lineup until he drops that curveball again in there. I mean, it's looking pretty. Nice break on it. And not getting a lot of swings from Babylon hitters on that pitch, so he's just going to continue to do just that. And gets the elevated fastball for strike number 3. Good placement on it to get him to fish upstairs for the second out of the inning. So that's 2 strikeouts for Tommy. This inning obviously sandwiched those strikeouts with a walk, but now with Madsen up, their number 8 batter looking to do the exact same thing to him. And we've talked about it during the entire season. I'll just reciprocate it here. He drops another one in the strike zone. I mean, he's looking like he's a curveball pitcher today. Showing it off today, and I wish I could get these. I wish it wasn't almost 90 degrees here. I wish I could get these for you, but unfortunately, for now, not going to be the case. But obviously, we'll hold strong and hope that later on in the game it gets a little bit cooler and I can bring you guys the graphics. It's again not in my hands, not in my control, but it is unfortunate. But Tommy gonna throw that curveball again, this time a little bit too inside, so it doesn't get the call on it. Good miss for sure. 2-1 count now to Madsen. We'll see if he tries to attack him here with it's a fastball or whatever it is. That one's gonna be dropped low. Grooney making a really nice play behind the plate to block that one. And we are getting a little bit of a breeze here, so not everything is, it's not unbearably hot. But the heat is definitely still present. That one going to be a ball again, so it works another walk in this inning. And hopefully this is just a pattern, because, and it's kind of funny to look at, the 3 through 8 batters have been a strike, then a walk, a strikeout, a strikeout, then a walk, a strikeout, then a walk, and then a strikeout and a walk. So maybe he gets Bender with a strikeout here to keep his pattern going, which would be, I mean, from here it looks very, very funny. Now with the 9 batter up, definitely want to attack him here. Don't want to let this batting lineup flip, especially with runners on. But now with 2 outs, chance to end the inning here. But first pitch to Bender, number 5, is going to be high upstairs for ball number 1. Definitely not the start you want to have in this batter. The 9 batter, fastball doesn't seem to be, the most, doesn't seem to have the most control on it, leaving it very, pretty high here to start the game at least. And throws another high fastball for ball number 2, not 2-0. Seems like the only pitches, you see the temperature for the iPad needs to cool down. We'll get that one down here we'll get it back working here soon. But for now, just listen to my voice, and then at the end of the inning, I'll take care of it. But he does have control of that curveball as he drops it right there. A Bender to Bender to make the count now 2-1. And gonna obviously hope that he regains control for that fastball, because if he only has control for the curve, the curve is a nice pitch, but if you throw it all the time, it's another nice curve for strike number 2. Gets a wacky swing from Bender there. So now the count's going to go to 2-2. 2 outs, 2 people on. Chance for Bender to flip the lineup over, but also a chance for Tommy to end the inning as he's going to opt to throw another off-speeder. That one's going to drop down Gurney makes another nice defensive stop to make the count now full, and Tommy does a good job in these situations, and this would be an absolutely huge pitch right here to end this inning as he gets to strike number 3 to end it. Perfect pitch. Doesn't even see a swing from Bender, and that continues the pattern. Tommy starting this game off, 4 strikeouts. No runs in that inning. Now Port Jeff has the ability to come back, put some more runs of their own here as we come back into the bottom of the second. Or will we see the Royals, or will we see Babylon shut the door, not allow any more bleeding with Valinati on the mound? Only time will tell, and once we come back, we'll see how it unfolds. Abby now starting at the bottom of the second. First pitch to her. Going to be a ball. This is a ball. Starting off the at-bat well. Definitely want to continue that as we move on to the later pitches. Second pitch also going to be a ball, and still have the temperature warning for the iPad. So until it cools down a little bit, just going to have to be looking at this thermometer just to remind you guys. As that one, third pitch to Abby is going to be in there for a strike. Now 2-1 to Rolf. Nice pitch. Valinati gets Abby to kind of lean out in front of it, throws the off-speed pitch to make it a 2-2 count now. I definitely would love to see Abby continue on what she did yesterday. As works a 3-2 full count now after seeing that high fastball up. Definitely want to see her continue that after we saw her rip a nice single yesterday and then walk, as that one's going to be outside. Ball number 4, she's going to land herself on first base. Great way to start the inning. With that said, it's going to bring up Massimo, our third senior of the day. Obviously,
let's go, Moss.
On senior day, always want to remember our seniors and everything they did for Port Jeff baseball. So Massimo, first pitch to him is going to be outside for ball number 1. Massimo, see him make a lot of great plays out there in right field throughout the season. Going to continue his education. Northwestern, really great to see from him. As the second pitch is going to be high and outside now, 2-0 to Cipriano. Now if he can work himself a walk, as the third pitch is going to be outside, Abby's going to be running towards second base on the pass ball, makes it safely.
Hey, Moss, atta boy.
And now Cipriano, 3-0 count. Definitely not going to see a swing from here. See if Valinati can bounce back with his first strike in this at-bat. Definitely not going to be the best of situations if you walk the first 2 batters of an inning. And now, and if he does work himself on, is that one's going to be the first gimme strike of the at-bat to make it 3-1. And if he's able to walk, 2 runners are going to be on for D'Elia. And if D'Elia is going to be able to get on, let's say he gets another walk, there'll be bases loaded for the top of the order, but you're definitely guaranteeing 2 as Cipriano walks and gets his hard 90 down to first base. As that's going to prompt the coach for Babylon to go over and talk to his pitcher, make sure he's doing all right after walking 2 batters. Definitely want to make sure his pitcher's all right. But that's going to bring up D'Elia and then the top of the order. So we're guaranteed to see at least 2 runners on for Filippi, which is amazing in terms of how you want the offensive side of things to go. So we're going to see D'Elia up next. So D'Elia works himself onto the plate. We'll see if he can, as he's going to lay down a bunt. A really pretty good placement, as that's going to move both the runners over. I mean, he's going to get out at first for the first out, but a really nice sacrifice bunt for that to get 2 runners in scoring position for the top of the order, Filippi. Obviously, since I mentioned number 12. He is going to step up to the plate. 2 runners in scoring position. Chance to pour on some more runs for the Royals. His first pitch is going to be high. 4-1. And it might be smart here from Babylon not to give him anything to hit. Maybe you just want to walk him, send him over to first, and have Owens be it. But he's going to rip that one foul towards the third base side. Now he's going to get ready now with a 1-1 count to him. It seems like they balked. The pitcher balked. Maybe he didn't come to a complete stop. So that's going to get a runner in for the third run for poor Jeff. 3-0 in favor of the Royals. So now still runner on third base because of the walk. Cipriano does have some speed. So if Filippi leaves one up in the air, we should be able to see another run score in with a sac fly. But now 3-1 count over to Filippi. We'll get the visual. It seems like it has cooled down enough for it to work just a little bit. Obviously, not enough to get us where we kind of need to be, but for now. He's going to work himself on first base with the walk. And now it's going to bring up number 10, Daniel Owens. Daniel Owens looking now, runner on first. You're definitely going to see Filippi steal. He's going to go a little bit early, try to get the pitcher to probably balk, but Luke Filippi gets himself on second base after leaving base early. So now he's going to be in scoring position. That one's going to be lifted foul, and you heard the kind of anxiousness from the Port Jeff teammates, because if that one stays fair, you're definitely scoring 2 with the speed of Filippi, but it does go foul. So the count's going to be 0-1. You hear it from the teammates on the Royals side. That one going to be in the strike zone for strike number 2. 0-2 count now with 1 out to Daniel Owens, and he has a big opportunity here to put on some more runs, but if he doesn't, if he is not successful, not the end of the world, as we have Grooney and Tommy Yost after him to put up some damage, and Owens going to battle through that one. Foul it off to keep his at-bat alive. Next pitch over to Daniel Owens. He's going to line that one. That's going to drop into center field. That's going to score 1. They're going to try to get Filippi in. The throw is going to come in, but he's going to be safe easily at home for 2 more runs from Daniel Owens. Another clutch hit from the young kid from the Royals. Great to see score. Now with that 2-run single, going to make it 5-0. And definitely not something that, you maybe expected from the Royals here, but an absolute explosion on the offensive side of things. That's going to bring up Grooney now. Oh! With still a runner on now, he has even more potential to keep this inning going for the Royals. That 2-run single was absolutely huge for momentum, and you heard it. Babylon not really in the best of momentum right now, and like I said, a complete switch from what we saw last time when these two teams matched up. As they're going to try and throw back at first. Not going to be able to get him. Grooney steps back into the box. 1-1 count to him. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Next pitch, that one's lifted high. It is going. It is still going. It looks like the left fielder is going to be under it to get the out, but that one was skied out there. Definitely had a chance of going out. Probably just got a little bit too under it and wasn't able to get that one out. That would have been absolutely an explosion for the Royals if that would have happened, but he's going to fly out to make it 2 outs now. Still with a runner on first. Yost has a chance after getting that double in the first inning to get 1 run in. They did a nice job of doing just that. But now he's going to start off his at-bat with a ball, and then he's going to foul off the next pitch with a foul-tip strike. I know you can't see it too much, but I'll try to do my best here. Next pitch over to him. It was outside for ball number 2. Now 2-1 count over to Yost. That one swings through for a second strike of the at-bat. 2-2. He's just trying to make it back now. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Chance for Babylon to end this inning. And you're not going to see it, but that is going to make it a 3-2 count. They're not going to know where the ball is as it got away. So he's going to move over to third base. With that is Owens. Now full count for Tommy Yost after that ball caromed off the catcher. He didn't know exactly where it was. But Portchev used that to their advantage on the base pass to get a runner 90 feet away from adding a 6th run in. That one's going to be grounded over towards the first baseman. He's just going to step on first to get the final out of the second inning. But Portchev putting on 3 more runs in that half inning to bring us to a score of 5-0 now. Portchev's looking to absolutely explode here in this game and get his seniors a win on their senior game. When we get back, we'll see if they're able to continue doing just that. So now as we head into the top of the 3rd inning, I'm going to start us off with De Palma, the leadoff batter for Babylon. First pitch to him. Throws that curveball again. This time it's going to be fouled. And that one you're actually be able to see. It's good, hopefully. Not going to count my sheep too early. I'm not going to celebrate too early about the visual being there, but he definitely has that one got, as that one's going to get by the first baseman. They're not going to be able to make the play, but that was just a grounder over to him. And the play just wasn't able to be made. And unfortunately, De Palma's going to get on base with that infield single. It's just yet another one of those infield singles that you see get through from the Royals. It's just hate to see it, and you can see right there from the umpire. He comes in after every half inning. Get under this kind of tent that I have situated up here. Because obviously, once again, this heat is insane. First pitch to number 2, Conboy, the number 2 batter, in there for strike number 1. Second pitch, he's actually going to throw it over towards first. Try and get him closer. Closer to that bag. Second pitch, they're actually going to throw, and now Grooney could get him stealing, and he's going to be safe at second base. A very close call. Almost got him there. Grooney just missing that one. So now with a 1-1 count, Yost fires again, throws that elevated fastball, gets him to swing on that one. So making the count now a 2-strike count. See if he can get this strikeout here, which would be massive to this inning, especially with a runner in scoring position early. The 1-2 pitch, chance to finish him off, throws an inside fastball, tried to get him with the 2-seamer in. Doesn't get the call on it or the swing, so count's going to even up 2-2. repeats his chance again. 2-2 count this time. Tries to throw that curveball outside. Grooney with another really nice defensive play to make it 3-2. Just going to take a couple steps towards his pitcher. Just say, hey, you got it, and we got your back. Reassuring his pitcher that he's all good to make him calm to deliver this 3-2 pitch. But if I count on anyone in the 3-2 pitch to make it, I can definitely count on Tommy Yost. He looks to fire that again. He gets the strike, but it is fouled off, and that one is going to be fouled off back to the stairs. Almost hit a couple of fans, but they're doing all right. But Tommy now throwing a 3-2 pitch again. They're actually going to throw back at second, and that ball is going to get by the shortstop, so De Palma's going to work himself over to third base, and now the pressure intensifies just a little bit more with the runner just 90 feet away from scoring. Obviously, this would end the shutout, but would still keep Port Jeff in the lead. So it's not the most, important thing, but you definitely want to make sure that they're able to get him out. A 3-2 pitch. That one's going to clip the strike zone in there. Strike number 3. Kid from Babylon can't believe it. Tries to break a metal bat over his leg. Definitely not going to be the most successful. Doesn't agree with the call, but does get in there for strike number 3. And that's going to be his 5th strikeout of the day, as he gets Conboy with that 2-seamer that came batter is going to be Tefano. First pitch he's going to see is going to ground over to the third base side. And that two-seamer is tailed back in, and Tefano still can't believe it, but it's all right. Did get called. Just gonna have to move on if you're him, as that one's fouled off. Now 0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch now to Tefano. And he struck out his first time. See, Tommy can be able to do it again, as that one's going to be grounded over to Filippi. The run's going to score, but they're going to be able to make the out over at first for the second out of the inning. But with that said, a run does score. That guy from third ended up coming in. So although the out is made, a run does come in. So not an unsuccessful at-bat from Tefano, as he does get Babylon's first run into the game, and that's their first kind of step of coming back into this one. And first pitch now to Valinati is going to be a bender that he gets him to swing over. Next pitch now, and I don't know if you could hear it, but now it's chopped over to Filippi. Filippi definitely going to make that one over to first base, and he gets the out there. At the third out of the inning, ends it. That one, he almost had a collision with Valinati and Evangelista, but crisis averted. 1 run does score, but Port Jeff still with a 4-run lead in this game as we head into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Score now 5-1, and when we come back, we're going to have Mullen, Evangelista, and Rolf. Now we head into the bottom of the 3rd. Mullen going to start us off for the Port Jeff Royals. They're looking to continue their offensive success here, putting up 5 runs in the first 2. Just hoping to kind of continue that momentum that they have, as that one's going to get by the third baseman. And Mullen's just going to round first base as he secures his single. So Mullen gets on with that single to start off the inning. Next, Evangelista. Gonna almost swing at that one, but he doesn't. So that one's gonna be ball number 1. That's a little bit of a, an update on something that has happened in this game. It seems like De Palma did get hurt. Has something with his hand. And I think he's going to be taken out of the game as that one's going to be chopped over to the third base. It's going to be foul, so he's going to work himself back to the box. So, but definitely always, if you listen to what I've always kind of broadcasted here, is we always focus on the safety of these players. It's always important no matter what the score is. So now, but, you hope that he is okay. No problems over to him. But Evangelista is going to stay up at bat after getting that foul ball. 1-1 count, next pitch. Outside for ball number 2. So he gets ahead here. You definitely hope that he can continue this success in this at-bat. Not swing anything stupid, as a little bit of control problems from the pitcher, as it's going to be outside for a third ball. So 3-1 count now. No outs, got a runner on first base. So as we head into the bottom third of this Port Jeff lineup, getting these runners on are going to be crucial if they're able to get back the top of the orders. That one's going to be outside for ball number 4. And yet another walk worked from this Port Jeff Royals offense. And talking about walks, Abby Roll, first time she was up, she did walk, and now she's going to step up for her second at-bat of the day. Worked a really nice walk last at bat, and yesterday had a really nice single over to third base to get, a little bit of offense that the Royals had against that Santa Maricha's squad. Abby Rolfe definitely contributed her part in getting that done. So she's hoping to continue that offensive success as she fouls off the first pitch that she sees. Second pitch, that one's going to be high upstairs. The trainer now talking with De Palma, who obviously hurt his hand, hoping everything's all right. That one's lifted foul to the first base side, out of play. So now a 1-2 count from Abby to Abby. She's hoping to stay alive in this at-bat as pitcher tried to break off a off-speed pitch that he leaves high. A little bit way high. For the second ball here. Abby working her way back. Definitely knows she needs to protect here. Anything close as she swings on a close one, but she does miss, unable to stay alive. So she's going to strike out there for the first out of this inning. It's going to bring up now Massimo, who last time he was up also worked the walk. See if he's able to repeat something like that here. That one's outside for ball number 1 to Massimo. Second pitch, that one's fouled off. Back to the backstop. Had a nice pitch to hit there. Just a little bit late on it. And he fouls it off. Third pitch to Massimo. He's going to swing at that one and foul that one off again. I think that one hit the catcher in the face mask. Or it actually hit the umpire in the shoulder. But everyone's all right. As Massimo going to continue to fight here at the plate. Now, obviously, with 2 strikes, want to see him continue this battle. Just really want to see Port Jeff get some more runners on or just delay ending the inning just until we get to the top of the order, because that's when all these base runners are going to come in. You just have to assume the caliber of players that we got at the top of the order, as that one's popped up foul. So he works himself once again to stay in this at-bat, doing a nice job battling. Just hope he can continue the battle right here in this next pitch. That pitch is going to come in. That's going to be upstairs for ball number 3. Massimo doing a nice job of not swinging at that elevated fastball. Usually is tempting to a lot of these batters, and they usually do end up swinging and falling for the temptation on those high pitches. But Massimo using his smarts to not allow that. Next pitch, that one's going to be fouled off again, and Massimo continues this really nice quality at bat. So hoping that his senior game goes well. Next pitch outside. He works himself his second walk of the game. Massimo really doing a good job on that one. Definitely got to applaud him for staying in that at bat and working himself a walk on that. So that's going to bring up D'Elia, who last time he was up worked a sack bunt. Now, sack bunt might not be possible with with the bases loaded. So obviously the sack bunt will not work here. Going to have to do something a little bit better. Maybe work himself a walk to walk in a run. The first pitch over to him is going to be upstairs for ball number 1. Seeing a little bit of control problems from this pitcher from Babylon. Next pitch gets that off-speed pitch to drop in there. Did a nice job getting it to drop in there. It's a really nice pitch. So count 1-1. Next pitch in. Ball low. Count now 2-1. D'Elia, obviously yesterday he did pitch. Wasn't the most successful day for him, but definitely looking to come back here on the offensive side of things, put up some strong at bats. That one's gonna be grounded towards the shortstop, and they actually get him. And they're gonna get him out at home. Really nice defensive play from the shortstop to make and not allow any more runs to come in. But with that said, now with 2 outs, they're going to bring up Luke Filippi, number 12, in hopes of getting hoping to get some more runs on the board for this Royals squad. We'll see if he's able to do it and how he's able to do it. As that one's going to be ripped into center field. They're going to definitely get one. They're going to try to get Massimo home. The throw's going to come in. That's going to be a close play, but it looks like he's going to be tagged out for the final out of the inning. But Port Jeff does bring in one more on that RBI single from Luke Filippi. As we head into the 4th inning of this senior game for the Royals, they're going to be up to a 6-1 lead, and when we come back, we'll see how Babylon can start making their way back into this game. Now we head into the the top of the 4th. Babylon going to have King up first. Yost. Sorry, I was looking over at Rosen, but Yost looking to continue his strong day. Obviously gave up and slipped up a little bit in that last half inning, giving up a 1. Other than that, looking very strong and looking to continue that strong outing here in the 4th. I don't think I mentioned this, but he's going to be playing next year, taking his talents, if you will, at Farley Dickinson University, as he's going to be studying and playing over there for those guys. So obviously, hope the best for him and his future. The next pitch now, that one's going to be drilled to center field. Center fielder D'Elia going to be able to make that catch easily for the first out, as he barely even really had to move on that one to get himself in the position he needed to catch that baseball. So King goes down with an out. It's going to bring up now Goldstein. Last time he was up, he was able to walk and get on base. Hopefully this time he's looking to continue to do just that, to get some base runners for this Panthers squad. And Tommy battling back after the first pitch ball, gets him to foul off for a strike. So 1-1 the count now to the batter. Tommy pitches once again, throws that off-speed pitch, tried to get number 11 to, kind of swing ahead of it, but unable to get him to swing at that pitch. So count's going to be 2-1. Very nice spot, but just didn't get the swing he needed from the batter. And that one's going to be ripped into left center, and a catch made by D'Elia. And at first, you probably thought that one was going to be dropping for a double, but really nice job by your center fielder for today of making that out and getting him. So that would have been dangerous if that one dropped. You're probably looking at a double easily. But obviously, with that really nice catch, prevents that from happening and makes it now 2 outs in this 4th inning. He tries now to get clean with that first pitch off-speed pitch, something that he's been very successful today with. Didn't get the call on that pitch, but they try now fire back with a 2-0 count. Try and throw him a strike, and he's able to do just that. There's that one, fastball. Kind of right down the middle to get that strike. Not going to see much of a contest from the batter on that one. This 2-1 pitch now coming in. There's the dial that one in. This time gets the curveball, the off-speed, to drop in the strike zone for strike number 2. As that one tries to get that off-speed to curve in there. He's able to get out of the way of that pitch. Count 3-2, 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 4th. Chance for Tommy Yost to end this inning and continue his dominance, but leaves that one high upstairs for the walk. Not 3-2 count, but now with the 8 batter, Madsen. Getting another chance to end the inning with a bottom of the lineup guy. And Grooney's just going to talk to his pitcher, noticing that he's not controlling as he was earlier in the inning. And a really smart play from his catcher. You know, you might think, a little excessive. You always see kind of Grooney going out there, and yes, I do understand. I'll get the visual. Hopefully working for you for the next inning. As that one's going to get past Grooney. Grooney really doing a great job behind the plate. I mean, I always say it because it's so apparent. It happens almost every game. The blocks that he's able to make, saves base runners, saves runs for sure. But with that last pass ball, the runner does get over to second base. That one's lifted over to right field. Massimo, our right fielder, getting under it, makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So, going to do it for the top of the 4th. They do strand a base runner, but they don't get any runs. But this allows the Royals to get back on the offensive end side of things and put on some more runs when we get back. When you have Owens, Grunfelder, and then Tommy Yost, our 2, 3, 4 batters. We'll see if they're able to put on some more offense when we get back. We'll start off the bottom of the 4th inning. We have Daniel Owens. Once again, still waiting on the iPad just to cool down a little bit so we can get you guys back that nice gameplay that I know you definitely guys want to see. But until then, just going to have to listen to my voice as I tell you what's going on. Second pitch, second ball to Owens. Doing a nice job seeing these pitches. And this at-bat, third pitch, third ball. Third 3-0 count over to Daniel Owens, and he has a chance to start off support Jeff half inning. With another base runner, they're really doing a nice job in seeing counts as that one with a 3-0 pitch. Definitely going to give him that one. Wasn't in that kind of perfect spot that you really need him. So, gonna let that one go by. That one's gonna be skied up, popped up into the infield. Third baseman gonna camp under it, or shortstop actually, for the first out of the inning. So, pitcher for Babylon doing a nice job after getting up 3-0 in that count. to work himself an out. Now it's going to bring up Grooney with 1 out here. Nobody on. Grooney had a walk and then he flew out, but that fly out almost went over. That one's drilled to left field again, but just like last time, he's going to fly out. And Grooney probably got a little bit too ahead of that one. It's going to be his second fly out of today. That's going to bring up Tommy Yost. Tommy Yost, your pitcher for today, putting on a nice performance on the mound, but also getting a pretty pretty decent day at the plate after that double, and then working and grounded out to first to end the other inning, and this time he's going to ground to first again, but that time he's going to get by the first baseman Valinati. So he's going to be on first with that single. But now, Natty stepping up into the box, and it seems like iPad's done overheating, and that one's going to be popped to the opposite side. As he tried to get Natty with that off-speed pitch, but does get the strike for it, so it's going to be an 0-1 count. As soon as this inning ends, I'm going to get you guys this visual. Definitely important to me to get you guys this visual, especially for the senior game. Until I can get that up for you guys, I'm just going to keep on keeping on with the audio. It's going to be 0-2 count now to Mullen. Runner's going to be running over, and really nice hit and run by the Royals. You saw Yost running and stealing, took off for second base, which made the shortstop run over to the actual second base itself. And Mullen placed it perfectly right through that hole, right where the shortstop was, to get himself on with first. Tommy Yost went station to station, lands on second base now. So now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th, the Royals are challenging and attempting to put up more runs in this inning. Let's see if they're able to do that. Evangelista is going to be the first person with runners on. First chance to bring in a runner. See if what he's able to do. That one he's going to see outside. Saw that off-speed pitch all the way. Very nice decision making from him. Next pitch, after that ball came in, is going to be a strike number 2. Next pitch, a ball, so it makes the count now even at 2-2. Now, really big chance here. Whether he sees a pitch he could swing at, definitely going to take a hack. That one's going to see outside for a third ball, so now works the count full, 3-2. Now 3-2 count, chance to work himself all the way back into this at-bat. That one's actually going to hit him, so he's going to walk. It's a ball anyway, so that's going to bring up Abby Rolfe with 2 outs and a chance to put up some more runs for this Port Jeff Royals offense. for a strike. Second pitch, someone's going to be popped up. Pitch, foul. Pitcher's going to make his way over there and get the out for the final out of the inning. So even though poor Jeff does get the bases loaded, unable to convert any runs in that attempt. That said, the score is going to stay 6-1. Poor Jeff still in the lead as we head into the top of the 5th inning. And when we return, we're just going to have, seems like the top of the order for Babylon. Heading to the top of the 5th inning. Tommy Yo's back on the mound, continuing his strong day. Only letting up 1 run on the day. He's looking pretty decent on the pitch count. 77 pitches through 4. So maybe if he continues throwing strong, but might see him be able to possibly close this game out himself. Should be really cool to see, especially on his senior day. But he's going to start off this first batter, number 5, with 2 balls. And bounces right back with a strike on the 3rd pitch. So doesn't completely lose him just yet. Now with a 2-1 count, chance to bring it all the way back. With this next pitch, we'll see what he opts to do. And that was another one, a little bit too high on that one. So 3-1 count. Obviously, Babylon looking to scratch away at this lead. Port Jeff up 5 runs so far. They don't got a lot of time to come back. Only a couple more chances. Obviously, only putting up 1 run so far. You're hoping that he's, Babylon really trying to get as many runners on as possible so they can come back into this game. Umpire just going to talk to the Babylon bench about the noise. This is now the 2nd time he's had to talk to them about it. But Tommy Yo's able to work this count from 2-0, now 3-2. 3-2 count. Tommy is a different animal, but leaves that off-speed pitch low. Doesn't get the swing, so he's going to work himself a walk. It's going to bring up number 27, who is replacing number 33, since De Palma did get injured on the base paths. Definitely not what you really want to see. Always want to have your players as healthy as possible, but unfortunately, just going to have to use a replacement player for now. But first pitch to number 27 actually going to be in there for a strike. So Tommy starting off this batter well. He's going to try and lay a bunt, and since he stuck out his bat as the pitch crossed the plate, it does count as a swing. So even though the pitch was outside, it's going to count as a strike on the attempt for strike number 2. Now 0-2 to the leadoff batter. Will he be huge here? He gets him to foul that one off. Keeps the count 0-2. And you really want to see here Tommy finish off this batter, not throw too many pitches in this at-bat, because, if he's going to want to continue pitching this game, is they're going to try and get this double play here. They're going to get the out at second. Joey's going to throw it over to first, unable to get him in time. But they do get the leadoff batter, or leadoff runner. So it is a success in the eyes of many. So they do get that one out. With that fielder's choice, number 27 is able to work himself onto first. We kind of have the same situation that we had before. Runner on first, now with 1 out though. With Conboy up at the plate. Previously in this game, he's going to loop that one over to Joey, who's able to make that catch for the 2nd out. So only took 1 pitch on that batter. Conboy obviously still frustrated from his last couple at bats. That time tried to get a nice hit, but just gets a little bit too off the end of his bat to get that weak contact and flies out there. But that's going to bring up Tefano here. First pitch to him is going to be foul, ripped foul. And he thought he had that one teed up. He winded up everything he had into that one, but just gets it a little ahead, so works that one foul. Be 1 strike on Tufano. And not the most successful day from him today. He struck out and grounded out. But to start his bat, he's looking to switch up his days. That one's fouled into the backstop, or behind the backstop actually. Umpire needing his baseballs. Grabs them real quick, and the players will reset. The catcher will get back behind the dish. Tufano back into the box. Yost ready to pitch once again. He's going to fire here. That one's going to be upstairs. Tried to get that fastball, put a lot of what he had into that one to try and blow it by Tufano, but just leaves it high. And he's had really nice control of his curveball. Has Yost, see if he attempts to throw one here. He does just that, gets him to swing through that one, but since it's dropped, and he's going to actually get tagged out on that drop, 3rd strike, and you gotta hear that Babylon's just yelling on that one, really trying to get their players back into this, emotionally, seeing not a lot of effort, but that's gonna do it for the top of the 5th, and when we come back, Port Jeff back into the offensive end of things. We're gonna see Cipriano D'Elia on the top of the order. So when we come back, we're gonna see if they can put on some more runs as we head into the bottom of the 5th. Start off the bottom of the 5th. It's going to see Cipriano started for the Royals on the offensive end. First pitch he's going to see is just going to swing right under for the 1st strike. Second pitch, that time, is going to see that off-speed pitch low. Well, it's going to even up the count now to 1-1. That one fouled off. Through that elevated fastball that Cipriano did offer at. Able to foul that off. But it does make it a 2-strike count. But last time Cipriano was up, really did well in the 2-strike count, fighting off tough pitches, and then eventually he landed himself on first base with a walk, which is a really nice at-bat, really nice battle that we saw from him. So we're going to see if Massimo can replicate that at this at-bat. He's going to start off with the ball. So starting off well, 2-2 count to number 9. Next pitch, 3-2. So he able to get ahead. Still, obviously got to be cautious, but able to do a good job. Obviously not swinging at anything stupid, doing a nice job of getting it to a full count. Next pitch in the strike zone. He swings at it through for strike number 3. So unfortunately not able to get himself on base for his 3rd at bat. So he's going to commit the first out of the inning with that strikeout, but that's going to bring up D'Elia, who's worked pretty technical baseball at the plate today. He's had that sac bunt that brought the runners over, then a fielder's choice that moved runners as well. He's going to come back into for his 3rd at-bat of the game, and it'll work a 1-1 count so far. The next pitch into D'Elia. That one is going to see low, not offer a swing at, doing a nice job of not falling for that off speed. 2-1 count now to him. And if D'Elia can get on, that'll be a base runner on for Filippi, which is always what you want. And he does get that ball call as well on the outside as it gets by the catcher. So now D'Elia 1 pitch away from getting a runner on for Filippi and the top of the order. Definitely not going to see D'Elia swing unless it is perfect on this one. And that one drops a curveball in there. Not the pitch that he wants to swing at, so lets it drop in. But now he has to protect. Now 3-2. 3-2 pitch comes in. He grounds that one. Play's going to be made by the second baseman. Going to fire it over to first. Tries to use his speed to get on, but is going to be out for the 2nd out of the inning. So nice job by the pitcher of avoiding that situation. But the inevitable does happen, and Filippi is going to step up into the box for his 4th at-bat of the game. Pretty successful day from Filippi. 2 singles and a walk. So he's always been on, which is exactly what you want to see from your leadoff batter.
Hey, Luke, hit the ball hard.
Trying to get on once again here in his fourth at-bat. First pitch he sees is going to be outside for ball number 1. Same thing for the second pitch of the at-bat. So now he's up 2-0. Not going to be swinging unless he sees his perfect pitch. That one upstairs for him and also upstairs for the umpire. So he calls that one for the third ball. Now 3-0 count. Now when Filippi hit his home run a couple games ago, it was on a 3-0 pitch. See if maybe he gets a perfect pitch to swing to do it again here. Not going to get that perfect pitch, but does get called in there for a strike. So really nice discipline from Filippi, not swinging at anything that he doesn't really want to swing at, especially on a 3-1 count. 3-1 pitch comes in, and he's going to work himself on first for the fourth time of the day as he works himself a walk here. He's going to bring up number 10, Owens, who had a really nice single earlier in this game, and he's gotten a lot of contact, the fly out and a pop out. So nice to see him getting contact on the ball. Filippi going to try and steal. They're going to try and throw him out, and the call's going to be in, and they get the out on the throw. Really nice throw from the catcher. They get Filippi out at second. Filippi didn't agree with the call, but it's all okay, as the score is going to stay 6-1 in favor of the Royals as we head into the top of the 6th. With that said, we're going to see if Babylon can start making their way back with only 2 chances left of doing so in this game. Thank you. 6th inning starts with Valinati for the Panthers. Going to need a little or a lot to come back into this game. And they're going to try and start off with Valinati, but obviously on the mound is Tommy Yost, continuing his great day that he's been having so far. A 1-1 count now to number 10. Second pitch, nice curveball from Tommy Yost again. Really doing a nice job with that pitch, finding that grip and throwing it for strikes and getting players to also swing at it. As he gets now a 2-strike count, 1-2 count. That one's going to be lifted into right. It's going to drop in there, so Valinati going to start some offense for the Panthers with that single.
Hey, every batter, we got to dig deep and let it all out.
Now King trying to start off some offense for himself. Unsuccessful in his previous 2 attempts, but now with the game coming down to the line, he's hoping to switch that right here. First pitch to him is going to be upstairs from Tommy. And you really want to see Yost get back into that zone of throwing those first pitch strikes, as that one's going to be grounded to Filippi. He's going to get the double play by himself, hopefully, and he's able to do it just himself as he steps on second and fires it over to first for the double play. And any offensive momentum that the Panthers tried to build in that inning was shut down by that double play. A really nice job from number 12 to make that happen. So now with 2 outs, Goldstein's going to step in. A little bit of a frustration from the Babylon players. Obviously, when you're trying to come back into a game, when something like that happens, it's going to be frustrating. You might have heard the helmet slam from the Babylon player on that one. The next pitch now he's going to throw over to Goldstein. It's going to be low. So 1-1 now. 2 outs, nobody on now in the top of the 6th inning. So as time winds down, as that one's actually going to hit him. So he's going to work himself onto first base. So not going to see a clean inning from Tommy here. After that single, now the hit by pitch. Definitely not the clean inning that you wanted to see from him, but he does still have 2 outs, only a runner on first base. So maybe this starts something. Maybe this is a slight shift of momentum for Babylon. Obviously, Port Jeff hoping that that's not the case, but definitely could be, as that's going to bring up number 12, Colleen, the number 7 batter. Last time he was up, he was able to walk. But this time, Tommy's going to start him off with a fastball that he swings through for strike number 1. Next pitch, a little bit too high on that fastball, and kind of a recurring theme. Tommy doesn't have complete control of that fastball, but doing a really nice job with that curve, dropping those into zone. And now the umpire for the 3rd time is going to walk over towards the Babylon dugout. Once again, regarding the noise and some language used. Just want to make sure that everything's okay. Just want to keep everyone calm. Obviously, with the heat, frustrations do build up a little bit quicker. Definitely don't want to make it a cause for anyone's concern, though, as that one's going to be lifted up. Popped up. Flippy's going to be under it for the 3rd out of the inning, and that'll do it for the top of the 6th. Babylon unable to get any runs in the top of the 6th. They do get a couple of runners, but after that great play by Luke Filippi halted any momentum that Babylon tried to make of getting back into this game. So now Port Jeff going to step back onto offense. We're going to see Owens, Grooney, and Yost. So we'll see if they're able to kind of put the last nail in the coffin here to end this one for the Royals. Oh, that's fine. Start at the bottom half of the inning. Owens already on a 1-1 count. Sees ball 2 on that off speed that floated a little bit too outside. So Owens also seeing nothing but contact today with a single, a big single in this game, and a fly out and a pop out. So nothing but contact for him. Really doing a nice job and, you know, working counts. As now he worked this one 3-1 in his favor. Now after that strike, it's going to be full 3-2. That one's going to be grounded, so he gets another ball in play. That one's going to be brought over to third base. Third baseman making a nice play over to Valinati, who made the scooping catch for the 1st out of the bottom of the 6th. It's going to bring up number 7, one of our seniors today on senior day, James Grunfelder, as everyone likes to call him, Grooney. See, is able to start off his at-bat. So he's going to see that one high on that floating off-speed pitch. Grooney, couple of flyouts in this game that if you just get a little bit better contact on, probably could have seen it leave the park, but getting under both of them, so unable to get that home run that we all know he wants to hit. There's that one. Another really nice contact foul. But you definitely want to see some success in this at-bat from him. He walked in his first at-bat, so it's not like he hasn't been on first or he hasn't been on the base pads. He scored a run in this game in that first, so definitely has seen his fair share of base running. But on 2-1 pitch, he gets kind of that slider that kind of floats outside. He swings through it. Now for the 2nd strike of the at-bat. Now the 2-2 pitch coming in. That time he's going to rip it by the third baseman. He's going to get on first. I think he's going to maybe try and stretch this, make a wide turn around first. So he's going to settle with his single to get the offense started for the bottom half of the 6th inning. And it looks like they're going to pinch run. So they're going to pinch run Grooney with Kieran Laffey. Definitely getting some more speed out there, so could be nice to see. Tommy. Ooh, not a good swing on that one. One's really upstairs, but he swung anyway. Tommy with a double and a single today. Really doing a good job on both sides of this baseball game, both on the mound and in the batter's box. Really having himself a nice senior day. Which is always great to see for these seniors to have, kind of that senior game to remember no matter, kind of what happens. You definitely want to see success from those guys at least. And we've been able to see success from our seniors and also the other players today, which is why the lead and the score is 6-1 in favor of the Royals. Really doing a good job against these Babylon players. And like I said, last time these two met, it was an absolute kind of 180 from what you're seeing now. It was Babylon putting on the 5 runs and only really saw 1 run from the Royals. So they ended up losing that game 5-1. So really a switch here as that one's ripped into right field. That one's going to drop. That one's probably going to be another double. You're going to see Kieran running around third. He's going to try and score. No, he's going to stay. And I think that one was called back foul. So, that one went out of play. So he's going to stay on second with that nice hit that he had there. So that's his second double of the game. Really nice to see from him. So now we're going to have runners on second and third. 1 out for Natty, who himself had a sac fly and 2 singles today. So we're seeing a lot of offensive success from the Royals, which is always great to see. Moving on towards our later games and the second half of the season, a lot of success from these Port Jeff Royals with that, 2 games that they won against Glenn and then against Southampton, and then obviously losing their last game against Center Moriches, but bouncing back. Really showed a nice bounce back from the offense here. Getting that 6 runs on the board. But now Mullet looking to continue this offense. He's going to see that one low for ball number 2. 2-2 count now. Only 1 out, but we have 2 runners in scoring position for the Royals. Definitely threatening to put on more runs here. And what has been a really fun game to watch on the offensive side of things for the Royals. Fortunately, as that one's going to be ripped into center field. They're probably going to get the out, but since Kieran didn't get back to third, he's unable to tag up. A little mistake base running there for sure that you definitely wanted to see. It definitely would have been a run with Kieran's speed, but unable to tag up. So it's going to keep the score here at 6-1. A really nice job offensively from Natty from getting that ball in the air. Just unfortunate base running from the young, unexperienced Kieran Laffey. But now with 2 outs, no real damage. It's going to bring up Evangelista here. And now he has a chance to get on some more runs here. Definitely don't want to strand these runners in scoring position. So he's going to see that second pitch also low, but this time outside for ball number 2. Now 2-0 count to number 15. Next one swung through from Evangelista. Make it now a 2-1 count. This pitcher from Babylon trying to bounce back, not trying to allow any more runs to keep his team, the best chance possible of possibly coming back in this game. It definitely would start of not allowing any runs in this inning. That's another swing and miss from your first baseman. Going to see how this 2-strike approach pans out. Is that one? He's going to see that one low. So nice job seeing that pitch low and not offering on that off-speed pitch. Going to try and stay alive again on this 3-2 pitch or walk if he doesn't see a pitch in the zone. But obviously, if it is close, you're definitely going to want him to take protective swing. Fight it off to stay alive. As that one's going to be upstairs, work himself on base again. So that's actually his 3rd walk of the game. So really a great job by him. His approach at the bat working these counts to get himself on first with these walks. It's going to bring up Abby Rolfe. Now with the bases loaded for her. 2 outs, big spot to put on more runs and to drive the dagger into the hearts of the Babylon Panthers. First pitch to her, outside, ball number 1. Second pitch now. She's going to swing at that one for the first strike. So 1-1 the count now to number 44. Next pitch, that one's going to be grounded foul towards the third base side, so it's going to make the count 1-2. Now we can see how Rolfe protects the count, protects the inning here, and protects her at bat. That one's going to be lofted upstairs. Just didn't get a nice little grip on that by the pitcher. Released that a little bit too early. So that's why that one was outside the way it was. So count's going to be 2-2 now. That one's going to be popped up, so she stays alive in this at-bat for at least one more pitch. Next one, that one's going to be lifted into center field. Everyone's going to be running it out. That one might drop, and it does drop, so one run's going to score. Another one is going to score. Abby's going to get on to second base. They're going to try to get a third run here, and that scores as well. 3 runs from the Royals. That's what you love to see with 2 outs. The Royals getting all of the base runners in, and that just shows that hard-running 2-out offense, and it looks like player is going to be hurt. Not too sure what happened. But Abby Rolfe does get that one to fall. Placed it, honestly, perfectly in between those players to make the score now 9-1. For the Port Jeff Royals to continue their lead. But it looks like there might be an injury out on the field. So as the player gets better, or as they get him to a secure position, just going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have the rest of these in.
Okay, let me fill in for you.
Rory's going to be up after just clearing everything up. Seems like yet another player for Babylon getting hurt. And I think they ran into each other, which is what caused them to get hurt and what caused that ball to kind of drop in there. But nonetheless, runner still on second. That one's going to get by, so Abby Rolfe's going to move over to third now. So now with a 9-1 lead. Port Jeff doing very successful on the offense to kind of nail the probably hammer the final nail in the coffin here of this game. That Rago's going to get his first at bat. That one's going to be flared out foul towards the first base side. So he's going to get back into the box. That was the final out of the 6th inning, where it grounds out. They make the play over at first, so they do put on 3 more runs in that inning on the hands of that Abby Rolfe double. Doing a really nice job there. And we're going to see a new. I believe we're going to see a new wing from Port Jeff. Just got to confirm it. And yep, that is going to be number 66, Natty Mullen. Looking to finish out this game. Obviously has an 8-run lead, but very solid pitcher on the mound for Port Jeff. So when we come back, we'll see how Mullen can end this game for the Royals. As we come back, came back a little bit late, but Natty, the quote-unquote closing pitcher for today for the Royals, was able to strike out the first batter, Colleen, for the first out of the inning. Next is going to be Daniel Madsen, who's going to step up into the box here. First pitch to him was low. Next pitch to him upstairs this time for ball number 2. Again, the heat did come back, so the visual is a little bit scuffed once again, unfortunately. As he clips the top of the zone on the third pitch there, in there for the first strike of this at-bat. Well, Natty looking to continue that, but unable to on that one. Just want to see Natty throw strikes here. You know, he's facing the bottom of the batting order for Babylon. So you definitely just want to see him attack. No need to get cute, as that one is going to be in there for strike 2. And you saw, I don't know if you heard it, but the umpire started a strike 3 call, but just had an emphatic strike 2. Got a little bit excited. Obviously with the heat, things like that are going to happen. And as that one gets fouled off, we're still 3-2. So now 3-2 count for Madsen from Natty. Now he's looking to finish off this batter with the K, and going to try to throw that off speed, but it's a low ball that doesn't see an offer from the batter. So he works a walk. I believe this is the top of the order. Sorry, this is number 27. And first pitch now to number 27. I believe was the ball, so Rosen going to quickly just going to talk to his pitcher. Definitely want to see him close out this game without too much trouble. Obviously got the top of the order now. But you don't want to see him start to get towards the heart of the lineup. Definitely don't want to see any more runs here. Rosen is satisfied with only letting up 1 in this game. So definitely hoping he can keep it that way. But with a runner on first, so with 1 out, Babylon trying with everything they got at the end of this one just to finish it off well, as they're going to might get a double play to end the game, and there it is! Luke Filippi with the second double play of the game to finish it off for the Royals. So they take this senior game out of score and beat Babylon by the score of 9-1. And a nice send-off senior game for our seniors today, as they get to win that one, take that one on the score of 9-1, as they head to end this week with a victory. Nice week from them with wins against John Glenn, against Southampton, losing to Central Richards, then come back with a win against Babylon. Really nice job by the Royals. Just climb back and get these wins. So until next game, my name is Gabe Zoda, and I'll see you later.